What's up? What's up? First up, did you check out that we got a whole new intro? It's sexy. Thank you. Applause. Now, listen, I see y'all already chiming in. So, what I need everybody to do, I need you to share the show because we got one for you. I'm going to bring in my host and then I'm going to say what's up to my people in the audience. For y'all who do not know, my name is Nicole Lovebug. So if you rocking with me, I need to see them hearts going up in the comments. Go ahead and hit those hearts for me. Listen, you are tuning in to He Said, She Said, the realest relationship podcast out there. Listen, we don't know how to do it right, but we'll definitely tell you how not to do it. Okay. So let me bring in the other she to the he and the she said, you know what I'm saying? Yeah, that. Then bring in my co-host, Camo. What's up, Camo
Hey,
King? Hey. The
I was
she's are
still
in
trying
the
to
building.
share.
The
I was
hearts
trying.
are going up for us. Yes, yes.
How you doing? It's Tuesday.
It's
Wait a minute,
Tuesday.
let me flick my hair back. I can be
Yes.
triggered now. Wait a minute, I can
Oh,
be triggered now.
oh, oh. I'm triggered that you can be triggered.
Right.
All right, let me go ahead and bring in Lucky because Mr. Smokes fella got all these contractual obligations. So instead of bringing him on, let me bring in Lucky, the he. And he said, "What's up? You still Shaka Khan, Lucky? We still on that today?
Am I Shaka Khan? Yeah, I stay
You,
Shaka Khan
you
another
still
week.
Shaka Khan? Okay,
I
all
stay
right, all
Shaka
right."
another week. Shout out to Shaka. Shout out to Shaka. Hey, what's going on, people? Thanks for tuning in Tuesday night, man. I've been looking forward to the show all day. She ain't told us what the hell we talking about,
Oh
so
no!
we just
Oh
as
no!
surprised as
It's
y'all
gonna be a
tonight.
shocker.
Like
We're all
we
gonna be
just as
surprised.
shocked as you all will be. So I'm gonna be my first time hearing it too. So let's get it. Y'all
I
know how we do it.
Let's get it then. So, with no further ado, let me bring on Mr. Contract, 7,000 pages himself. Mr. Smoke Fella is in the building. Oh,
What
wait,
up? What
hold
up?
on.
Gotta
We
let
we
my I
in
gotta let my
violation.
I
Hold
gotta let
on.
my attorney come in. Yeah,
All
you
right,
know
I
it.
had to get you
My
right. I had
attorney
to
he
get you
walked
right.
me in. My attorney walked me in. So we good tonight. We about to get it on. I see Lucky went old school, like he
He went,
finna do
oh, so you see
a
the
rap
Coolio?
school. Right, right.
Coolio?
Let's go,
There
baby.
Hey.
you
We
go.
taking it back tonight.
Well, listen,
Can,
before I
oh,
get, I'm sorry, Mr. Smoke Fella, my bad.
What?
Camo. Am
Yes.
I seeing some skin?
You see my shoulder. I'm showing my
I'm
shoulder.
saying last
Something
week
at
you
the
was talking
show.
about some little peekaboo thing here. Now
Oh,
your
You got a
whole
little
shoulder
shoulder
out.
out. You
little
got a little
shoulder.
shoulder out.
Give him a little
Boy,
shoulder action.
people get a little fancy after Thanksgiving. Thanksgiving
You
must have
know what?
went well.
Listen, before y'all get all
I don't
excited,
like that about you.
I gotta bring in our other hosts because they chiming in and they sending up the love hearts for me. So I gotta say
Man,
what's
Lord.
up to our people. So we got Rocky in the building. What's going
Oh,
on? We got
Rocky.
Kia in the building. Hey, hey, hey. We got Dwayne in the building. I still got beef with you, sir, but we'll talk about that later.
Damn.
Jenna, what's up, girl? Oh, thank you. Oh, that was for Camo? My bad. Okay.
You must be
Okay.
Thank
too
you,
up
Jenna.
for you.
Oh no, you said girl.
We
Thank
got
you anyway.
Nunu in the building. Hey, Dwayne said he loved the hair. Okay, we back in good now because All right, we got Jerome. Oh, that's Gandy. My bad. I just read that all the way through. That don't even say. We got Jerome in the house. We got Jerome. No. Okay. All right.
Candy, Getty in the building.
We got Tanya in the house. What's up? What's up? We got Lisa in the house. Oh, uh-oh, check this out. Oh my goodness, we got a new one in
My
the
man
building. What's
Squirrel.
up, Brian?
My man
Listen, if this
Squirrel.
is the first time that you have logged in, definitely hit us up in the comments so we can shout you out. What's up, Celeste? What's up, Boo? That's my niece, Tiana.
Yeah, I was about to say your niece on here.
She know how her
PG
auntie is.
13. PG 13.
Is not PG-13. She is grown with
Mhm.
children.
Oh
All
yeah.
right, so let's get it in, y'all. I'm so excited. First up, let me declare this is not a safe space. It's the name of the episode. But yet you keep giving us all of y'all good, juicy drama to discuss.
Oh,
So
Lord.
let me just tell you, we got a viewer letter. Listen, somebody inboxed me with a dilemma, and they gave me permission to share it with you. So now, hopefully, they own. I've given them permission. They knew tonight was coming. So if they own, hopefully they will answer the questions anonymously so we can get the scoop. So let me just tell
Then
you
we'll know who it
guys,
is. There wouldn't be enough to answer the questions.
well, they gonna do it anonymously. Like
They'll come through the
right, my
messenger.
messenger.
Oh, come to the to you. Okay,
Yeah,
I'm about to
the
say if you
Okay,
do it
yeah,
on
I
here, we
got
gonna
them.
know
I
that
got
was
them. This is not a safe space, but we ain't gonna put your name out there. We just gonna put your business out there. Okay, all right. So let me just tell you, we got a situation. Here's the situation, guys. We have a lovely couple that lives together, committed, right? He overhears her going down memory lane with her girl on the phone. Now,
Okay.
she letting some of her hotels, as Jasmine Sullivan would say, slip. Little kikis, some little giggling. What he discovers in his ear hustling that her body count is a little higher than he initially counted.
Oh.
He's finding out about this period of time after one of her breakups before he met her, where, you know, she was feeling herself.
Ty's got a
And
little
now
tread
he's
on him,
looking
huh?
at her
Ty's got a
differently.
little tread on him, huh?
Yeah, he looking at her differently. So, yeah, pretty much. So he decides to have a conversation with her. Proud of him. He took Mr. Smokefeller advice, had communication with her. He said, "What's going on? Like, was you out there in the streets like that for real? Like, I heard you kikiing with your girl." And she said, "Why you tripping about it? It was before you, and women have the right to be sexually free when they're not in a relationship. So why you tripping?" He says, "If it wasn't a big deal, why'd you lie about it?" So let's get into the conversation.
What is that?
Ooh.
Okay,
Ooh.
so I got so many. Okay, I got so many questions, and they already kicking in. Gandhi says he should have known when he first went in there, if you know what I mean. Gandhi, that's not always. That is a myth.
That's
Yeah.
an urban myth.
Yeah,
That's the biggest
an
myth in
urban
the world.
Brian, listen, there you go. She got him.
Miss got me.
Yeah, she got him. Now, I'm with Rocky. Body count from a woman perspective is shared on a need-to-know basis, and even then, we count funny. I'm just gonna tell you the way we count.
Boyfriends only. Boyfriends only. We know. You never count that Vegas. You never count that Vegas. What happens in Vegas? Stay in Vegas. That little Dominican trip, Mexico trip. No, none of that.
So first up, let's just talk about this. His first issue is she wasn't honest or forthcoming about her body count. So can we talk body count for a minute?
So that means the question was asked.
Oh,
right, they had the conversation.
They had the conversation,
which was stupid.
Most men don't get that correct number either.
So
I'm just saying, for them for this letter to say certain things, that means
he said she lied.
Right, it had to be a conversation, or the question was asked.
Wait, Brian, are you triggered, boo?
he definitely is. Brian's
triggered because he like, he said we lie like a rug.
So here's the problem with the whole topic and conversation, right? This is why it should never be discussed, because there's no proof, there's nothing to confirm no body count, because I'm pretty sure men and ladies, especially y'all ladies, I'm gonna kick off the battle of the sexes. Y'all got some bodies your friends don't even know about. Okay, it's bodies. It's bodies out there.
First up, we got to shout out Camille, because this is her first time commenting, and she said, "How old are we? And who cares?"
Exactly.
Yeah,
exactly. And as soon as fam heard the conversation, to ask for details was just stupid. Who
Stupid. You
wants
shoulda walked
those
away.
details?
You should have walked
wants his
away.
He should have
hurt.
walked away. As soon as he even heard the conversation, he should have made some noise or something so she'd know he was around and cut that conversation out. Don't nobody want to hear that.
Let me tell you this, and I'm just gonna break this down for you so it'll be forever broken.
Okay.
Okay. Now, if a guy asks that question or even hears this and then starts to ask more, it's done. It ain't no coming back from it.
Red flag.
Correct.
Ain't no coming back from it, because if you continue to talk about it and give him more information, he keep asking, that relationship will never be the same.
Ooh.
So Lefty is right. He should have walked away. He should have, bars. He should have walked away. He should have made some noise. You know, but what he did was he did one of these
ear hustle.
He definitely ear hustle.
So now that
okay, so wait.
is dead.
He might as well went through her phone.
I'm real excited, y'all, because he is messaging me. So I'm real excited right now because we can get these questions answered. He said there was no formal conversation where they shared body counts, but there was certain assumptions that went in based on the way she presented herself.
That she didn't have a whole phase.
The assumption though that
she didn't have a whole phase.
My question is, so what's the assumptions? I mean, like, how can you assume my body count? Like,
he didn't count. He didn't take the whole phase into account, and he just tried to ignore it.
People present themselves as angels. I mean, what's the old phrase? You freaking the sheet, freaking the sheets.
Lady in the street, freaking the sheets.
Lady in the street.
That means her representative was squeaky clean.
It should be. All that should matter is what's going on at that moment. At that moment when you are together. Because the problem is this, people will say it's a no judgment zone, but that's the ultimate judgment zone. When you start talking sex with other people, you're in judgment mode.
Correct.
Because we'll joke about it because anything over 2 was too much for men.
So Jerome is saying, honestly, her past has nothing to do with him. Get over it or move on, bro. Camille
I think that's easier said than done, though.
Right.
It's easier said than done.
Because
for a lot of people.
Lefty, as you know, no man wants to know that not a girl, but the girl that he's feeling, that's number one, that might meet mama, the family and all that, was for the streets.
But
I'm
just using that term loosely because it sounds real funny.
Question out there. So does he feel differently because her count is higher than he assumed? And we all know what assuming does. It makes an ass out of you and me.
Yeah.
Or because he thinks she lied. So
Rocky, your play on words, I must hand that to you. And guess what? You get a shot today. You get a shot. Take a shot on us.
You get a shot on us. Okay.
Bam.
So they live together. Yes, they do. They are cohabitating. So this is a serious relationship. So now he wants to know about her sexual past. Hold on. The bubbles are going.
Okay.
Why?
Why?
So he said the assumptions was based on where he met her at church.
Church. I knew it.
Oh,
church.
And hold on, because it gets better. And she did the Steve Harvey on him.
Made him wait.
The 90 days.
Oh.
Made him
that's
wait.
because she was clearing. Let me shut up. Never mind.
She was cleaning her soul. Cleansing her soul.
Based on the way she presented herself to him, he thought he had a good girl, and now he doesn't feel.
Thought she made everybody wait, huh?
I'm sorry. Well, God said that you can repent, so maybe she had repented from her hoish ways, and she felt she was clean. But why would you assume if you met them in church that they were
That's
still
the question that I want to know.
The assumption.
Why does he want to know?
Because y'all always fall for that. Women fall for the old praise Jesus and y'all fall for the praise Jesus and all of the Bible quotes all the time. Y'all think you're a good man, you quote the Bible. We fall for it. Men do too. We think if she in church, she a good girl.
Nunu said that's what he gets for thinking.
Right.
Wow.
I mean, but she is a good girl. She was good enough girl for you to fall in love with her and for you to cohabitate with her. So she's a good girl. That does not change anything. The fact that prior to you,
he was led to believe that he could build him a girl.
I want to go back. I want to go back to Rocky's question.
Okay.
And let me be just 100% real.
Okay.
No man, if he truly knew your past, would not look at you different. If he really knew, he would look at you different. That's why that conversation never should happen.
So let me just throw this
And I think
out
it's
there.
vice versa. If women, if you really knew some of the dirtbag, scumbag shit that men really do, you're gonna look at them different. I mean, it's natural. It's
so
natural.
Listen, I want to talk about this. I was watching a video today where they were talking about body counts, and the dude put a different spin on it. So I got to check in with my brothers on here and get some validation of whether he's right or not. So he says that when women are out there for the streets, it means that they've had to change who they are to do that, because we're not naturally built to just be out there hoeing, which means that we are broken in some kind of way.
Disagree.
That we're broken in some kind of way if we decide to just let men use our bodies. I was blown away that he believes that a woman can only explore that side of herself if she's been broken.
Disagree. Totally.
And I hate that people always make it seem like the woman she's broken. She's has mental issues because she chose to enjoy sex with however many partners she wants to. Now, again, there are consequences. We've already talked about that and how it's different standards for men and women. We get that. But here's my thing. If she was out here hoeing, she was hoeing with somebody, and that somebody was a male, and it sounds like. So therefore, we don't call him a hoe because his body count is high. I mean, or it's the assumption that that's going to be okay. So why is it that, and it's okay for him to do it, and they don't say that he has mental issues or he's a broken man because he's out here sticking his penis in all of different twats and things. But for a woman, she has
a twat in a while.
I'm just saying.
Took it way back. Twat.
I ain't want to say the poo nanny.
I gotta
cookie.
I gotta shout out Keith. I agree with him. Some women don't think men are using them for sex. They think that she's using him. So I agree that it's not always.
Here's the misconception of all this. First of all, whatever video you was watching, tell dude to choke himself. He's completely wrong. To think that is something, and they actually was a conversation about this not too long ago about America and especially the Black community. We take sex so serious, and some of that is tied religiously. It's to religion based, right? It's the don't believe in sex, like women should only do this, or women gotta, it's that stigma that we put on when technically it's not true. Hormones are hormones. It don't matter if you're married, single, or whatever it is. And like he said, whatever phase, if a woman is single, she can do whatever she want to do. I would be more concerned if she was a serial cheater. Now, if she had a past of cheating, that's different. But as a single woman, she should be able to do whatever the hell she want to do until she find that guy that makes her settle down, or until it's bull o'clock for her.
So I have a question, and I'm posing this because I know he's listening, right? So when I hear this story, first up, she going down memory lane with one of her girls, right? Most of the time, you would have kept going. You heard something that made you stop. And what was that, number one? Why did you stop and listen?
Like, it started with big and ended with penis.
Right. And he had my leg up here. Or girl, when he licked that, Why isn't that looked at as okay? Because from his letter, this was after a significant breakup for her that she went on, because they had a further conversation, right?
He
Mhm.
told her he overheard like what's going on. Like I didn't think. And she was like, it was after a breakup, and I went through a phase. My question is, why is that not looked at as normal healing? Cause y'all do it. Y'all two down there, like y'all go through a big breakup.
Left choke on.
Men
I'm
have
sorry,
whole
reading the
phases.
comments.
Where we going with this?
I'm just
But,
saying,
but here's the thing: you
men
don't,
have whole
Everybody
phases.
does.
and
So
again,
why would it be
we
counted
gotta
against her?
normalize. Stop tying it to some traumatic situation or big.
Right.
It is what it is. If I decide to go out and have sex with 20 different men, that is my prerogative, my choice. Of course, there are consequences behind it, but it doesn't have to be because I'm having an issue or I just had a big life-changing moment. I just decided I wanted to have sex, and damn it, the one guy didn't do it, so I'm gonna move on to the next.
But it's
So-
like I said earlier though, Tiff. It's that stigma that especially in the black community and within the church that
Yes.
women aren't supposed to do that. That like that's not
Right.
normal. And come on, man, let's stop it. Like it's
so,
just
so if
that's so 1960.
if we put a number out as a body count, is there a point where that number is acceptable for men and not acceptable for women? Or is it just that you don't want to know, period? You want to actually just have blinders on. You want her to be a freak, but you don't want to know how she got those skills. Is that
Well, I got a question.
clarification.
How old is this couple?
Let's
Do
just
you
say
know?
they're in our age group. They're definitely
Okay.
in
So-
somewhere in the late
So the
30s
reality of
to
it, fam,
mid-40s.
the reality, fam, if you're listening, the reality of it is your girl done did any and everything there is to be done. More than likely. Come on now. We are
Twice.
not children.
Done it
We
twice.
are not children. She done been in a long-term relationship. She done probably did everything under the sun. So it ain't gonna matter. I mean,
Yeah.
come on, man. Let's not.
But is
The
it
point is
that
what
she
she-
did it
He thought he's
outside
finna
of a relationship? Or
That could
is
be an
it
issue for him.
that she did it, while she was single, and therefore, she went on, them tires got
And
knowledge on.
that's probably his issue. Even though she
Right.
was single, it's just the fact that she was willing to do that without being in a relationship. Back to that stigma.
Mhm.
Put on black. The black community definitely has dropped
Right.
that women shouldn't do that, or they're not supposed to do that. So
I love it. Brian says, "Not my business. I want to freak, but I do not need to know the road she traveled to get there."
facts.
Exactly.
Squirrel. Bars.
Bars.
First time on bars.
You do understand. People always. I said this many times last season. Don't ask if you can't handle the truth. And most men and women say, "Oh, I want the truth. I always want the truth." Everybody ain't built to handle the truth. And you don't want to know. Right. And you don't want to know that. Why would you want to know somebody's body count?
Right.
That's like the dumbest thing ever.
Well, he did stumble across
Well,
it.
you stumbled on it, but
across it.
look away, brother. Look away.
Right. I mean, and what does that change?
You in too deep.
Does that change how she treats you now?
No
Does
pun
it
intended.
change your relationship? Does it change what you
It's
built
based
for
on
her?
it's based
the
on the
bubble.
individual.
So we done asked him a lot of questions. The bubbles
It's
are
based on
going.
the individual, Camel.
I mean, I got that. I got that. And Mark actually said the male ego is fragile as fuck, which I agree. I promise you, it's fragile as hell.
Right.
Well,
Mark put that out there. Yes.
It is, but at the end of the day, the reality knocked her off the pedestal he put her on. I've been saying it for season after season, though. What I've been saying is every season we do, every show we ever done, when a man gives a woman a title, he puts her on a pedestal. He never wants to view her as somebody that's been with a bunch of people, anything like that. It's what it is in your mind. It's almost like it's almost the same way you view your mama. Like you don't view your mama being with a bunch of different men. You know what I'm saying?
I had to put the glasses on for this. Hold on. So, according to what he just said, the beef or the reason he's reaching out for advice is because she's upset that he asked. And he feels that he should be able to ask and have a conversation if she was talking about it and knew he was home. Hold on. And he says if she's that proud about it, why not talk about it or lead with that? That he feels that she, like someone said earlier, sent a personal representative that was not an accurate representation of who she really was.
But
why did he have to wait when she was giving it up freely to others if it was about physical needs? So he's saying, you want me to wait to prove myself. So
and
you
worked.
played the game, but it did work. But you was in them streets and you were giving it up for nothing. And so he's asking. So it's some deeper stuff going on here. So that's why he's bothered. And she's bothered.
Let's put it like this. So, gentlemen, and I'm gonna say this to him: if a woman really is into you, she's gonna be more mindful of how she approaches having sex with you. With the situation with the other guy, she wasn't looking for anything. Right. She was looking to get her rocks off. She wanted an orgasm. She wanted something quick. She wanted to feel good in that moment because she just had a breakup. Let it go, dog. I'm just being honest. Like, honestly,
at this point, I think you're exhibiting self-sabotage. One, you listened to the conversation. Two, you followed up with the conversation. And then three, now you're nitpicking about whether she sent her personal representative. Dude, you in now. Y'all live together. Y'all got bills together. Y'all cohabitate together.
Don't matter. The pedestal's been destroyed.
Yeah, whatever it was.
That's on you, love bug, because here you go with these words trying to stop it. Stop putting these glorified names on things, what it is. Lefty, say what you just said again.
The pedestal's destroyed. He heard it. She's knocked off the pedestal. That's his issue. He ain't gonna come out and say it. He thought he had the innocent, damn near Virgin Mary. Now the pedestal's been destroyed.
Why?
It's how men think. As women, you all would never understand how men think and what all it takes for us to give a woman a title. And he's going all the way as living with this girl. He lives with this woman. That means the next step is marriage.
None of that. I'm not negating that.
You don't understand the pedestal.
If we were in our 20s, I would rock with you on that.
Don't matter.
About the innocent young girl. But we are in our 40s, dog.
I get it. That's why you shouldn't want to know.
We've all done dirt. So you thought you were gonna roll up in the church and meet a chick that ain't a virgin, that's not a virgin, over the age of 40 or however old she is.
Some people's perception is their reality. Some people's perception is their reality.
But that's his broken ass.
Exactly.
Reality.
So that was his reality. His reality is that he had a girl his reality was he had a girl that never been out in the streets. But realistically, he had to know chances were that she has been out there or been through a phase. So
I would put it out there and say, I think he mad because she made him wait. And I think his mindset was if he had to wait, every dude before him had to wait. And now he mad because he found out some people didn't have a wait. I don't understand what the history is.
No.
But did he ask her, did every boyfriend that she had, did they have to wait? Did he ask that question? Did he ask what every boyfriend had to do to get in her draw?
Like he just assumed because he had to wait. That was
no. Men ain't gonna get mad because you made me wait.
He about to throw a tantrum.
Come on now.
Are we serious right now?
No, ain't no man waiting. Ain't no man throwing a tantrum because you made him wait. Stop it.
He feel like he got tricked.
He got tricked. He literally
that's why he feels as he was. He got tricked. He got tricked into the boyfriend stage. He could have just been the smash. He could have just been the smash, buddy.
Hey y'all, he is engaged in this. He's answering questions. We ain't even popped up on the screen yet. So he said. According to the comments in the thing is, did he wait and then moved in? He said no. They moved in about a year after dating. So they've been dating at least a year. If you're
Right.
listening, how long y'all been dating? And he said he is upset about how she's handling it. She does not feel like it is a big deal. And she feels like he's making it a bigger deal than what it is. However, if she was to find out that he misrepresented something in the very beginning of their relationship, she would have a fit. In other words, he's saying if the shoe was on the other foot, she would have a fit. I think for him, he's coming to the reckoning that, bro, you made some assumptions going in. Right. She never told you that she never had a whole phase, correct?
Correct.
What I'm gathering is y'all met at Bible study or whatever. She had her little Bible and her little, midi skirt on and all that stuff, and
she was completely covered.
And then she did not rush. That y'all had to wait, and now you feel why are you doing the penalty flag? And now you feel like
that was
not a red.
That was a flag going in. If we all about the same age, and you thought that this person didn't have a phase in their lifetime, red flag right there.
Gandy
let it go, dog.
He's claiming false advertising.
Right.
Pretty much.
No,
he's claiming false advertisement. Wait. Mark, I'm trying to get to the bottom of why he's upset. That's all I'm trying to understand.
Right. Like, so here's the thing. If he would have met her in the club and she made him wait, would he have thought the same thing?
Ain't nobody
you waited. So this is my thing. You're upset that you waited.
Drinks cost too damn much money to be waiting. Not in the damn club. I'm sorry, go ahead. Damn
Did
club.
you just say it costs too much money?
Them drinks cost too damn much.
He waited. So, bro, like, what's the problem?
So that sounds like his. So that wait period is what tripped, right?
He's triggered.
I'm saying the wait period is what fooled him into thinking, like you said, that she was like that with everybody.
His question to her that she is not able to satisfy him with an answer, that he's coming to us and asking if he's tripping. His thing is, why would you make me wait? Good dude, we met on ground. I'm dating you, but you didn't wait. And your excuse for your whole phase is that you just wanted sex. So I'm guessing that there was some period of time where it got hot and heavy. Please correct me. I got my phone right here. I'm waiting for you to respond. Y'all got hot and heavy, and you said no, or she said no, and didn't go through with it. So your thing is, if you were, I'm trying to get it. I'm trying to be on your side and explain this because it sounds goofy to me. You mad because she didn't give in to her urges with you within that waiting period, but she was giving in right away with other people.
Curveball. Curveball. Mm-hmm. Could he assume that within them 90 days, while she was making him wait, because she had a little hot ass past, that she was still smashing something else?
There you go. That's what I'm assuming. She was cleaning out the pasture. She was cleaning out the stable.
Now, is that what he's listening to? That could be the assumption.
Tell him it's a sunk cost and get over it.
Yeah, but I mean, that could be the assumption, like how it is. You've been out here smashing and doing your thing. Now, I gotta wait. So what was going on in them 90 days?
And was he actually waiting in those 90 days?
Lucky. He said, bingo. Boom. Was the wait just a game to get me while you were sleeping with your rotation? Is what he said.
I watch a lot of detective shows. I know
he
clues.
Said,
I know
that's
clues,
what he
baby.
said. He said, so clues. You were getting satisfied with your rotation while making me wait.
While making him wait. That's what he's thinking.
Bruh, do it matter? Y'all live together.
That do matter.
Right.
If you smashing other dudes while you making me wait, that would bother me.
So now you're going to complete extreme. First you thought she was an angel because she made you wait. And then now you're thinking she was hoeing out. And as BK Foster put pussy fumigation.
But
like seriously, like now you're going to extremes. Why couldn't it be like she just in that moment in time of her life, she's trying to get right with God, and she decided she wanted to build something with you, and she had you wait. Can you just take it for what it is in the moment? Because
most men would ask that question though.
What you say?
Most men would think like that at least for a second.
Okay, I mean, I ain't tripping on that, but
stop worrying about what we were doing in that dating phase, because we not checking y'all. Now I'm finna ask. I'm gonna go ahead and ask for the ladies. Was you smashing anything within them 90 days that you was waiting for her to smash? Is that why you having a Gerald Levert thing? Thing? You pointing the finger and 3 is pointing back at you? Because what you accusing her of is something you probably was doing. Because that's what it sounds like. It sounds like now that you realize that it wasn't about being a good girl.
I don't think that's it. I think that 90-day wait period had him thinking that's just how she moved, like that was normal behavior for her, which it wasn't normal behavior for her, right?
But
this 90-day thing. But he was willing to do it, but he was willing to do it behind the assumption that she wasn't out there like that at one time or another.
Mark is asking about the 90
days. Trying to help you out, bro.
Mark, it's a thing in this Steve Harvey book called "Think Like a
Man." The dice when you start off with somebody, you rolling the dice, man. It is what it is, and you can't look back on it now and go with the what ifs and what happened here. You're gonna drag yourself nuts. You can't do that.
Steve Harvey has all of these suggestions on how to get a man, and one of them is called the 90-day rule, which is don't sleep with him for the first 90 days, no matter what. So he's saying she invoked this rule, and I don't know if he mad at her or Steve Harvey right now, that he waited, that they made a conscious decision to wait. I don't know how long. I don't know if it was 90 days, but he's upset because he waited. And what he's saying is, I'm the good guy, is what he's saying. Right. I'm the good guy. I'm taking her out to dinner. I'm doing all of the things that good guys should do, but she made me wait. But she let Lucky. You nailed it. You let some other dude that didn't care anything about you dog walk you in bed.
Yeah.
Couldn't she have dog walked him though?
Not in this sense.
Not in this way, though. Not in this sense.
Either way, it goes back to it goes back to the pedestal, man. And he did not. And whether y'all,
and that's what he's saying.
That's what women don't like. You all would never understand that. That's what's great about this show, right? We trying to tell y'all, but you all constantly argue with us about how we feel. So we're gonna tell you, listen to a man. And listen to what he's saying. When a man puts you on a pedestal, he never wants to know you're even capable of doing stuff like that. So even though it's a false reality,
but no matter who you meet at this age range, they're all gonna have some sort of sordid past. None of us are exempt. So unless you are about to go and find you a Virgin Mary, or you about to dip much younger to a girl that's in her teens that's never had sex, you're not gonna walk away and have a woman.
Ain't nobody R. Kelly in on this show. We not preaching.
I'm just being honest.
So I'm gonna say to our viewer, first up, I told you it wasn't no safe space. So them calling you stupid, like, stop getting mad at me in these comments. But I have to agree with Rocky.
That was gonna happen.
I have to agree with Rocky. She moved different because you were a different dude. And what you're doing is you're taking what she did. She knew that they were not good dudes. She wasn't trying to build anything with them. So she moved different with them than she did with you. You're taking that as a diss, like she played you for a goofy. That's not at all what it is. She liked you.
But it's hard not to think about. It's hard not to think that way now. Right. Like you treated me like I was the goofy, the good guy. Right.
But
I understand how women think.
I understand what y'all saying. She saw him different. He got potential. Man, I'm gonna make this work with him, and I ain't gonna go my usual route, and we gonna slow walk it and see how this works.
It's not even necessarily your usual route.
What if let's take all of this about what type of guy he is. What if it literally is that she was at the point in her life that everything that she had done up to that point did not work. And she decided, and why does it have to be about him? It could have been her saying, you know what, I'm going to do something different. I done found Jesus. I'm going to do this little 90-day thing and see how it works for me. It probably had nothing to do with him.
Did she tell him that when they had the conversation? If they had the conversation, she could have told him that, right? So clearly the answer she gave wasn't really, it's no answer she could have gave that was going to make him feel better. It's nothing not. She could say is going to make him feel better.
No. And I think this is from the perspective. So first off, I'm going back to bruh. When we talking to our girls and kikiing like that, move along. Let yourself be known. She was sloppy because you don't have memory lane conversations with your boo in the house.
Why
you just
don't. Around.
I'm just saying. You never know when he listening. So she was sloppy for that. You were sloppy for ear hustling. But now we're here. I'm just going to tell you from a perspective of a woman. What she did with them other dudes is not a reflection about you. It was a reflection of where she was. Either she didn't care, she didn't want to be in a relationship, she just wanted her needs met. Whatever it was, the woman she was when she was doing that was not the woman she was when she met you. Point blank, period. And obviously, the woman she was when she met you was dope, amazing, and you fell in love. And now I'm just going to tell you, I think you are self-sabotaging because you're scared. I think you done found some amazing things and now you're looking for reasons. Let it go, bro. Let it go.
Let me applaud Joe. Let me applaud Joe's speech to him. That was great. Good job. Don't matter what the hell you just said. All he see is hoe. That's it. It don't matter what nobody say. It's nothing that could change how he's viewing her. He got pictures in his mind, the whole nine. It sounds good. I'm not saying what you said was wrong. You're absolutely correct. She probably didn't want to mess this up with him, but it don't matter because as we've said in the past on here, nobody wants to be walking, holding hands, walking down the street, and dudes standing outside or going up in a party or a spot somewhere, and dudes looking and pointing, talking about how they used to dog walk her back in the day. No man likes that feeling. It's not a good feeling at all. It's our ego. It's our pride. It's just how we built. Y'all gonna have to get over just like he got to get over. That's why that conversation should never be had.
And this is why this is he said versus she said. So, bruh, I'm telling you that if you want to hear it from the woman's perspective, that she was not changing her MO because she was trying to play you or any of those things. You were special. Something you did triggered her to do some things differently. Or you met her in a different phase than she was in when she was kikiing with her girl. Either way, the chick you got is not the one that had her heels up in the air like this. I promise.
Hey, bottom line
but she might do that now.
Bottom line is Lefty is right about the pedestal thing, but it goes a little deeper than that. He really care about her, or he in love with her. Now his love for her is being questioned.
Yeah,
in his mind, he's going through these. Yeah, in his mind, he's going through these things. Will he get out of it? That we don't know. We have to see him in 30 days.
Hey, B, how much of the conversation did he hear? Like, was this some freaky shit?
Right.
Was this some real freaky shit? Some shit that she ain't did with him? That could be it too. Now, hey, you hear your girl on the phone talking about she had a threesome and she ain't ever gave you one. You're like,
he might have said he in love with a stripper. Got it.
I mean, and maybe that's what it is. Maybe it's something she did that she ain't doing that.
Something that she was talking about. They made him say, "Hold on, Wayne."
A couple of the people in the audience they didn't say counseling would be good for y'all. We got Celeste.
Everybody want to say counseling.
Nothing gonna happen. He fried.
Well, he has to make a decision. He has to make a decision because at this point, like you said, Lucky, nothing that she says is going to restore restore or make
nothing's
it
going to make him feel better.
So he has to make a decision if he wants to stay here.
Exactly.
Like with her. Like, because eventually, whatever it is, he's gonna have to be the one to let it go. meaning
That's
let go
it.
of this.
Rocky nailed it.
feeling.
Bars.
Yeah.
He's lost respect for her. Like,
Yeah.
regardless. So I think this is dope to think about it from this perspective. He fell in love with a version of her.
Right.
And now
Correct.
what he's finding out is that version of her he fell in love with doesn't really exist.
Well, it
Because
wasn't always her.
It was no, because in his mind, he thought she was a virgin. I'm being
Not a
sarcastic.
virgin. Right. I
He
know.
got the
but-
Right,
remix.
but-
He got the remix version now.
Right.
Right. He got
And according to the bubbles, he says it's not so much that he just lost respect, but the way she's handling his ego right now is
Right.
just not acceptable.
Right.
She feels that he is tripping instead of taking a step back and seeing it from his side. He gets it that it was before them. However, he still doesn't understand her mentality.
So guess what? She ain't in damage control. That's
She's
just
not.
that's just like if you
Agreed.
caught a man up, or
Yeah.
we have to go into damage control. She is not in damage control, and she is not trying to fix this situation. She's like, whatever, fuck it. You tripping.
Right.
You tripping.
Right.
I ain't
Right.
talking about this no more, boo boo. I ain't talking about this no more.
Right. Facts. Facts.
Tammy, I don't know if it's intimidating or if what it sounds like to me is that she doesn't care. He's already questioning his love and how much she cares about him. And now she's validating his worst fears by not caring that he feels a kind of way. And I think there's a way to show empathy. I can empathize with your position and not agree with you. Babe, I'm sorry you heard that. And you know what? I could have checked myself. I know if I heard you talking about some stuff you did with a chick back in the day, that wouldn't sit well with me. So I'm sorry. You know what, babe? I'm sorry. You even got them images in your head. But I don't want you to trip because we good. Like, if that was it. But what he's saying is she's
just like, get over
you
it.
Tripping.
Like,
you tripping. Get over it. It's not a big deal.
If he knows who that friend is trash. Every time they hang out, talk.
Oh, yeah. Every time you go hang out with that. Yeah.
But
yeah, you might as well tell her.
But that could be her own defense mechanism because she already knows the more she tells him, the worse off it's gonna be.
Okay,
because he's not gonna stop at just that one question. He's not gonna stop there.
His ego
he's
is damaged.
ready for punishment at this point.
A man with a damaged ego it's almost like a car with a bad engine. Like once his ego is completely damaged, and that's a problem. That's a huge
Camo. Flip it. What you just say? He gonna keep asking. What do y'all do? What do y'all do? Y'all keep asking and poking the bear.
I don't.
I didn't say you, but
y'all
85% on here.
Y'all are too many people.
85% on here. Ain't letting you definitely ain't letting it go.
There's some things.
That's why you be triggered. That's why you be triggered.
Hold on, I'm triggered now.
She just flip around.
Wait a minute, I'm triggered for you.
I'm triggered for all the women on here. Don't be talking about redo it and y'all.
So why can't he be triggered? Why can't he have a little moment in his life?
Look,
and nobody's saying that he can't.
Imani said she poke.
She poking him.
See?
No, she poking the bear. But no, I'm not saying that he cannot. But I think also if they've had issues before and they've had conflict before, I think he needs to look at how they've handled it before. Is this how she normally responds? Because if that's how she normally responds, you shouldn't expect anything different in this moment. Now, also, again, she's also part of it is a defense mechanism because one, if I'm on the phone with my girl and I done said how dude did X, Y, and Z and you overheard it, I already know your feelings are hurt. So I'm going to try to apologize, but I don't feel like I'm going to give you more information because that's going to make it worse, especially if I ain't giving you the same experience.
Bars. Rocky been throwing some low key bars all night. This is bigger than body count issues. This is a communication issue because at this point it's just like his feelings are hurt. He's communicated to her that his feelings is hurt,
and her response is,
"Why you tripping?" Because it's not a big deal, and you can't blow. And again, that was sloppy on her. Like, I'm gonna
Yeah.
go ahead and take that L for the women. We're not talking about, that's not a conversation that we have on speakerphone while we walking around the house with our man there. Like, that's like, I live with my dude. First up, your girl ain't gonna even bring that kind of girl, remember when so and so, like, those aren't the kind of conversations you will have when your girl is in a committed relationship. So it's more to this. And I would definitely say, bro, if you don't feel like she's catering to, if you went to her, regardless of why you're hurt, I don't have to agree with the fact that, but I can't minimize your feelings and disregard them and say, oh, well, you shouldn't be hurt. That wasn't nothing to get your feelings hurt about, because on the other side, we don't like when they do that to us. So
in other words,
thank you for admitting that.
Don't speak on what caused the problem. Talk about the problem. The communication is the problem, not what caused it. Because when you bring that up, that's where it goes left. Talk about the communication part.
Okay, so
and I challenge your boy on this one. I challenge your boy. If you can go 1 week without thinking about this or bringing it up, you can get past it. If you can't, it's time to let it ride.
Impossible. He ain't
gonna let it ride.
Thinking about that.
Okay, so
or just think of it this way. If he wait a minute, hold on. If you think of it this way, if you fuck up and break up with her, she gonna go have another hoe phase. Do you really want that to happen?
Put her back in the streets. You gonna put her back in the streets,
dog. She about
so
to
let me recap what has happened, because I have asked them to definitely keep us updated. Bro, we are invested in your relationship right now. All your relationship drama is our relationship drama. For those who are just logging in and asking the questions, a guy overheard his live-in girlfriend having a conversation going down memory lane with her girl about a phase in her life about her being sexually free. Whole phase, right? He's upset because his perception of her was that she hadn't had a whole phase. When he met her, it was at church. They did the 90-day rule. She made him wait to have sex. They now live together, and he feels like it was false advertisement. Furthermore, when she brought it to him, she brushed it off, said, you tripping. It's not a big deal. It was before I met you. How many people I done slept with doesn't matter. What matters is what we got now, and you tripping. So his ego is hurt. She's not catering to it, and he can't get these images out his head. Her legs like a goalpost.
A little wider.
Or was it some other shit going on? Right, it was some little tricks going on. Yeah, but it does. But I mean, into the relationship part, I think in any situation, like you had a great point on that, Love Bug, about you can't minimize how somebody feel about something, and for her, she need to watch the show too, so she'll know.
Yeah,
so we can tell her. So we can tell her how men's ego work, which is something we still argue with you two about, even though we've been doing this show for a while. Ego is ego. Like we built different.
You need to spin around, because you sounded a little triggered when you said that.
I ain't got no help. I can't do that. But so that's but the reality of it is, it's nothing she could say that's gonna make him feel any better about it. It happened. Right, y'all. So you can't change it. It is what it is.
So we got to wrap it up. My dope producer has already put the question at the bottom. So what should fam do? We got to wrap it up. So I need our audience to weigh in. I'm gonna go around while y'all get y'all thumb thugging therapy advice in the comments, and I'm gonna hit Mr. Smoke Fella.
Hold on.
Ask you
Wait a minute. We didn't hear about Camo's Thanksgiving, her first go around.
Oh yeah.
We have to get to it next week. We ain't gonna have time.
Yeah,
it wasn't that big. It was good. I'll explain during the wrap up why it was a little quiet, but I'll explain. I'm serious. No, it was good. We were together. It was just really quiet, and I'll explain during the wrap up.
All right.
Okay. All right. So let's give our boys some advice. Again, I must warn you. No, they say stay on for another 15 minutes.
Oh, I'm sorry. Hold on.
Again, that this is not a safe space, bruh. And when you put us in your business, we keep it real, raw, and relevant. So I'm gonna go to Mr. Smoke Fella. What
Listen.
should fam do?
Listen, like I said, it sounds like fam love old girl. He
does.
need to ask himself, can he get past this? Because if you can't, deuces.
Okay. All right. Lucky. What should he do?
Hang in there, fam. Hang in there. Don't let that break up a good thing, man. If y'all been rocking, sound like y'all been rocking for a minute, just hang in there. It's gonna take a little time, but over, as they say, time heals all wounds. At some point, you'll start looking at it a little different. We all agree, though, she does need to be a little more, little more self-caring with your ego. But look, it ain't nothing that can be said, nothing that can be done that's gonna change what has happened. You got to live in the present, can't live in the past. Stick it out, man. You got a good girl. They hard to find out here these days. Tough it out, bro. Don't go nowhere.
The streets hard. The streets is hard.
All right, Camo, what should fam do?
I think that he should try to stick it out. I do want him to think about this. If what he's asking for her in this level of honesty is the same level of honesty that he's willing to give her. So if she reverses it and starts asking questions, are you willing to give up the same level of information? But two, don't negate what you all have built together, because it sounds like you were in it to win it before you found out about this. And if that's the case, I think everybody has a past. Unfortunately for many, it's not a good past. So if you are excited about what you built in this year, keep it and move forward. And I hate both of y'all.
I ain't got the control.
That is Mr. Contract Producer down there. All right, so I'm gonna weigh in. I am love bug. I'm all about love, but bro, I'm gonna tell you, go ahead and leave. I'm gonna tell you that whatever triggered you to listen and whatever triggered her to be that comfortable to have a conversation in front of you like that says that this is just a symptom of the problem. You're looking for stuff, in my opinion. There's some self-sabotage. And so, look, if it's meant to be, y'all to get back together, but don't stay together right now and destroy each other because you can't get this out of your head and she can't communicate. Go ahead, walk away now, do some healing. And if y'all meant to be, y'all will come back together, but don't stay there and destroy each other. You can't not see her. You having them flashbacks like at the best man at the altar. You having them kind of flashbacks every time you look at her. Go and let it go.
Look, you my girl.
What?
But don't ever get nobody that advice. Leave, and if it's meant to be there, come back. That's the biggest crop of bullshit anybody could ever tell you. If we meant to be together, get all that fairy tale shit out of here. No, fam, because what's gonna be the thing? You're gonna tell that man, leave that girl, and then she's gonna be heartbroken. Then the whole phase gonna reset. And then when he get back, he gonna be wondering what she was doing. They try to get back and be wondering what she was doing while they were broke up. So you just making the problem worse. Don't tell that man that love, but come on now. Don't do that to that dude.
I'm just saying. If you having them best man visuals at the altar, you trying to say something to her, and all you see is this, bro, that's not gonna work. Your mind is you control your mind. That's all I'm saying. Don't stay there and damage.
But don't give the worst advice ever. And that's to all y'all out there. If your friend come to you, don't tell them if it's meant to be, it'll be. That's bullshit. And don't say that bullshit. That's
lies.
stupid.
All right. All I'm gonna say is
bars
to our anonymous guests. You have heard it. They didn't weigh in the audience. Okay, some people agree with me. Some other people, this is toxic. We got toxic going on. Some people say you should just appreciate her whole phase and say thank you. Okay, all right. So, bruh, I don't know what you should do. I'm the single one. Don't listen to me according to Lucky, because I'm single. They got booze. I'm single. I'm just telling you, if you stressing out about it that bad, let it go. Let it go. But I will say this. These streets is horrible. So being single ain't what it is. So I'm just saying. Anyway, hit us back. Let us know what happened. Who advice did you take and how did it work out? Again, it's not a safe space. And if anybody else wants to get in,
That's Brian. He said, "Call me."
All right, Brian. Listen, if anybody else wants our misfit advice, feel free to hit any of the hosts up in the message. If you want it to be completely anonymous, we do that. If you don't want it on the show and you just want one of our advice because you think, some of us got sense and others don't, hey, feel free. We are the relationship misfits. We are here for you to keep it real, raw, and relevant. And take our advice at your own.
What is
I don't know
that?
what he's doing. What is he doing?
Why is he
She
pointing
said
at
some
you?
of us don't have good advice. I'm pointing to that corner up there.
Oh, I'm like, what is he doing?
Put that man off.
All right. Anyway, listen, I love you guys, but it is the top of the hour, and we changed our time, so it's that time to say goodbye. However, make sure you get the notifications so you know when we go live, so you don't miss the show every Tuesday, 8 p.m. Central. Now, according to his contract, I have to let Mr. Smokefella sign us out first. So go ahead, Mr. Smokefella, Mr. Contract himself.
Well, you know what? I really, really did like the audience, and I mean, they chimed in. They hold nothing back, and it was some good things said, and I appreciate everything they said. I love my guests out there. I'm gonna write y'all onto the contract too. So y'all be hearing, y'all get some stuff in the mail next weekend.
We up to 4 sides now?
4 sides. He's making Thanksgiving now. All right. Camo Chick, go ahead and sign us out.
I will sign you out. For those that are asking, Thanksgiving was lovely, quiet, both families. I did receive some bad news Thanksgiving morning. And I say this with all love. I say this every week about check on your strong friends because you never know what somebody is going through. A former colleague, good friend that I worked with over the years, had recently had a death in the family, had a birthday, and took her own life 2 days later. So I say this to say, check on your strong friends, check on your weak friends, check on your friends that you know are going through, check on the ones you don't know that are going through, but make sure that you connect with somebody. And if that is you and you feel like the pressures of the world are getting to you, please reach out. Please, 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 please reach out. And I say that with all love. The holidays are hard for so many of us, and we never, ever know what somebody is going through and what straw will break that camel's back. So I implore you to please check on your people and speak up if you need help. Signing it back to you.
Facts.
Thank you. And I can't do anything but agree. This is definitely, for most people who don't know, from October to February actually is the highest time for suicides and motorcycle accidents, believe it or not, which is also another way that people take their lives without leaving the burden of a quote unquote suicide. I worked in a hospital ER, so all I'm gonna say is if you need anybody, we are a listening ear. It is a judgmental zone. We make jokes about it not being a safe space, but you can always reach out to any of us at any time. But if somebody crosses your mind, make sure you just send them a text, let them know you're thinking about them, you love them, and all of that, especially us single people that ain't got no booze. And wear your shirts out all week. All right, Lucky. Lucky, go ahead and sign us out.
Yes. Thank you all again for joining us on a Tuesday night. My last bit of advice to fam that wrote the letter is don't turn a moment into a lifetime regret, brother. Get over it. Get over it. Get over it and keep it moving, brother. Don't let that ruin a good thing. And it is the holiday season, y'all. And last year, I know I gave y'all on Christmas a top 10 top 10 worst songs on Christmas when you're lonely. This year, 2021 Christmas, the week of Christmas, I'm gonna give y'all top 10 worst gifts to get your boo.
Oh,
I'm gonna give you top 10 worst gifts.
I'm gonna get that next week because we're playing gifts now.
Okay, next week.
Yeah,
you will get a top 10 worst gifts to get your boo so you don't end up by your damn self on New Year's Eve. We're trying to keep you together. All right. So tune in next week. I have a top 10 ready for y'all.
That segment is definitely brought to you by Ciroc and Shaka Khan.
Facts.
All right, y'all. We appreciate y'all. We see Imani says she needs help with finding a man, and Brian says he needs a nurse. I can't help you with either of those. But listen, we are here for everybody else. And
you wouldn't do the speed dating thing. Maybe Imani will.
Imani, if you want to send us a photo and a little short 5-bullet what do's and likes, we're gonna get a little connection for you.
And then we'll give you a top 10 things not to say on the first date.
You know what? I can't. Anyway, y'all, thank y'all for tuning in. Make sure you like, subscribe, share the page. Make sure you support. Make sure your family is on next week for Lucky's top 10 list. Y'all know it is tomfoolery, but make sure y'all tune in because I'm going to get this picture from Imani and her little bio. We're going to go ahead and get her a date as well. But thank you for tuning in. God bless. Good night. See you next week, Tuesday, 8 p.m. Central Time.
Imani,
Imani,
blur out your body count on your bio. Peace.
I'm done.